Good afternoon. This is your weather planning briefing for Thursday, November 13th from the National Weather Service in Missoula, Montana. Hopefully, you're able to get out there and enjoy some of the colors from the Aurora Borealis the last couple of nights. This photo was sent to us on Facebook by Luke Miller. So, as always, feel free to send us your weather photos, even if that includes space weather. You can do so on all of our social media accounts or in our email inbox, which I will show you at the end of this slide presentation. Couple key points here. The forecast is still pretty uncertain, even in the short term, especially as we head towards early next week. We're seemingly edging away from those colder, wetter, and higher impact solutions that we were forecasting just the last couple of days. And we will see widespread showers starting tonight through much of Friday and into Friday night. And this is going to be a pretty mild storm, so those snow levels will stay elevated. But we might see a little bit of some mountain snow by Friday evening as those snow levels kind of droop on down. In the long range, mostly cloudy this weekend with a couple of shower chances, nothing really all that spectacular. Really, one of the more main events that we're watching here is the potential for a Pacific front early next week. That'd be the Monday through Wednesday timeframe. And then it still looks pretty active in the long term all the way through Thanksgiving. So here's a forecast chart that we've got up here for you. Forecast temperatures are in the orange here, but only if they are potentially beating or tying a record for warm, low temperatures for your November 14th. So the Missoula record, 40 degrees. We're forecasting 43, so that would break a record if we don't cool off enough. Cloud cover and rain tonight, definitely inhibiting cooling across much of the Intermountain West. Precipitation amounts through Saturday morning. Put up a low end and a high end here. Generally, the highest amounts will be north and west of the I-90, 93 corridor here, and also into north central Idaho. The highest amounts would be north of Highway 12 as well. Generally, expecting about a half an inch to maybe a full inch in a lot of those mountain locations here across the Idaho Montana border. And then those precipitation totals really drop off both east of the divide and as you head towards the south, including the Bitterroot Valley and into Lemhi County. And as far as snow totals are concerned, we're not expecting a whole lot of impact out of this one. Here's your lower end and the higher end here. Really, the main concern would be places like Marias Pass, where those elevations are up or above 5,000 feet. Snow levels, at least accumulating snow levels, will be above 5,000 feet north of Flathead Lake. And then as you head towards the south, it's much closer to about 7,000 feet. We could also see some strong winds near the divide. So on some of those passes, like Marias Pass, we could see some sustained 20 to 25 mile an hour winds with gusts potentially towards 50 miles an hour as we head through Friday and into early Saturday morning. We'll see a gradual cooling trend over the next several days, definitely not as warm as the last couple. Those snow levels, like I said, potentially dipping down towards 5,000 feet by your Friday evening into early Saturday morning. Otherwise, very mild. Those snow levels well above where they should be for this time of year. And then we start to see a cooling trend back to near normal as we head towards early next week. So this is where we could see potentially a couple of flakes down towards the valleys. Just kind of a reminder here that the normal temperatures as we head towards November 18th in Missoula, a high of 39 and a low of 24. So this would be very much near normal for this time of year. I've pulled up these middle of the road wind gust charts here, and really, for the most part, in many valley locations, we're expecting 15 to 25 mile an hour gusts. Again, this does not include those absolute maximum wind gusts. So places like Marias Pass, where we're showing up to 40 miles an hour, like I said, we could potentially get closer to 50 miles an hour in some of those stronger wind time frames. And then generally winds start to calm through the weekend and into early next week, though we are watching kind of that Monday through Wednesday time frame for maybe an uptick in some of these winds as we get closer to that event. Calling this one the lack of sunshine forecast because with high humidities and lots of cloud cover in the forecast, we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of sun through the next several days. In fact, the next week looking pretty cloudy all across the board. As far as precipitation ranges are concerned, we have pretty good confidence in this first event here coming in tonight through the day on Friday, and then much lower confidence in both timing and amounts as we head towards that storm system for early next week. And in general, the 6 to 10 day outlook features conditions that would be much closer to normal for this time of year than what we've had recently. So thank you for watching this one. The next scheduled briefing will be Sunday, November 16th. There's that email I was talking about. And feel free to follow us on social media if you have some weather photos to send us, or if you'd just like to stay up to date on what's happening in the weather world. Have a great one, guys.